Hello everyone, NotAmused here, back again. Turning in this Mandy mission. So we have, our power is back, quote unquote. What would I do with the power of destiny? I need real power. You go and have fun with your totems and stuff.
Nice.
Part 4, there's a totem waiting to be activated. It's one out there in the Hannah Baba ruins. Get moving already. So we got another mission in the Hannah Baba ruins. Hannah Baba ruins. Just for reference. So this totem is kind of on top, and you want me to go to the ruins for the nano mission. I think once we're 21, I think we might make a beeline to go to the city immediately, because we want to clean up that level 19 quest line to, you know, make things nice and neat in the city. Plus, I'm a sucker for the city aesthetic. Whenever I can spend time in the city, I'd love to. I mentioned in the last video that I was running into a lot of people that, oh my gosh, there's another person up here. What? 3265. Alright. I don't know what that... Maybe he's grinding monsters or something? I'm not quite sure what the context of that would have been. Oh, you want me to go to the ruins? You want me to hit the marker up here? Alright. Don't know where that guy went. Maybe he went into the ruins? Either way. But, as I said, I'm running into a lot of players into, you know, kind of like a more rural area than I would anticipate. But essentially, someone left a comment on my YouTube video that I responded to a few days ago, but, you know, you probably see this, you know, whenever this video comes out, that he asked, what's the player count like in this game? Like, are there a lot of active players? And it's a very good question, very fair question, because, you know, active player count is something that is, you know, is a definite, like, you know, factor in whether someone plays or downloads an MMO of all things. So, more necromancy. Alright. Essentially, I said that, you know, it depends on what your definition or your expectation is, which is certainly true for, you know, someone for the second or third revival of a young adult's Cartoon Network MMO. So, you know, you got that going for one thing. I pulled out the wrong nano there. Why did I have C at any point? Why were they doing an A? Okay, they had a A because I had a B out. Okay. Yeah, I had a kind of a mind fart there. Gotta wait for number 1 to get back and my health to come back. But, you know, essentially, for as long as I've been playing and for as long as I've been monitoring the, you know, the game and evolve things like the player count, typically, whenever I log on, and I typically log on, you know, in the weekday and weekend evenings when I record, and I think the lowest player count I have ever seen is maybe 17. And that's, you know, we're all on one server here, and if this, you know, depending on, I don't know what their server load is, but it could, they could, might have to have another server at some point, depending on if the player base ever evolves to you know, a more stagnant amount. So again, like weekday and weekend evenings, the lowest I've seen, like about 17 people online. But usually it's around 20s or like the high 20s, low 30s. I think that's totally about the average for most of the time in the game. Now, when there are events in the game, or, you know, because the Retribution team, or at what stage the Retro team added seasonal events to the game on top of what was already, you know, in the framework of the game in terms of seasonal events. But, you know, for the Halloween one, which, forgot my rocket nano. Do I go back for it? Depends. I think I'm okay without it for now. So essentially, from what I understand,
Let's go to work. Don't worry, I've got you.
The Halloween 2025 event was not entirely new, but they added a lot of new drops, new item drops, and I think they added the Weeper fight, maybe? I could be wrong about the Weeper part of this, but yeah, I should have got to Rocket now, right? I didn't need it there, but if I have to go back, I'll go back, no worries, I'm kind of yapping. But, on Halloween, they added, like, the, you know, all the new items and nanos, and then on top of all that, all the new items and different, and, you know, different accessories and stuff, and on top of that, they added the nano. Are you kidding me? Alright, might go grab a rocket really quick, because it's going to be faster than going all the way around here. So, because there was so much new stuff in the Halloween event, there was an influx of players, and whenever I logged on during the Halloween event, I mean, it was, I don't think I ever saw it broke 100, but it was definitely, like, consistently in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. It might have even broken into the 90s at one point, but yeah, so, I mean, that many players can be online at one given time, especially if there's new content to be had. In terms of the winter event and player count, it is down. You know, the event player count is going to be down more, because for this winter event, it's a repeat of last year, but because of time constraints, they didn't add any additional items or any additional drops from anything. It's essentially just, you know, the same thing, the same event repeated, and that's not necessarily a bad thing at all, because, you know, because it's just a small team of people that are making updates to this game, so we have to keep that in mind. And, you know, it just incentivizes, you know, and, you know, it keeps players like me who didn't play the game, who can finally do this event again, so that's nice. But yeah, recently with this event going on, whenever I've logged on, it's usually like, you know, 27, 35 people, and, you know, that can change at any given time.
Let's go to work.
Oh, you guys are quick to hit. So, to that guy who left the comment on my YouTube, I hope this answer, if you're still listening, provides you with more context, and I, you know, highly recommend anyone who is interested in playing, who is even interested in any aspect of this game, to at least join, you know, the Discord of Open Fusion or the Discord of Retrobution. And again, Retrofusion has much more of an active player base. Well, I don't know what the player count is of Open Fusion, as in the Retro server and the Academy server. I don't know their player count, but from what everyone has told me, Retrobution is where most players flock to in terms of active player count and engagement. For Grim, I mean, we're gonna do run. That's the most useful thing to me right now. And then we have a whole slurry of new missions available to us, pretty much. This is the first time in a while where we've seen the fusion matter meter this empty, so it's kind of a shock. Again, join the Discord, and there's tons of different sections regarding the game. You know, there's there is essentially kind of like a forum section in the Discord on top of all the different channels in the Discord. I know, most of the time I'm just checking general and trading in the Discord whenever I peek my head in there. But, yeah, just, if I remember, I'll try and drop a Discord link in the YouTube, but essentially there's like dozens of people joining the server and the Discord channel every day, so it's not, if you just Google it, go to the FusionFall Retrobution website they have up, and you will, really, no city missions, huh? Maybe that string of Dexter missions has something. So Haas and Baba Ganoush have something for me. I'm probably just gonna make my way to Devil's Bluff, because I think it's a little bit faster than traveling to Blackhead from the ruins here. So we're level 21, and there's no city missions popped up unless, of course, Dexter is gonna hand us another thing, another quest line of something besides the one we picked up, which seems feasible because maybe Tech Square is like level 22 missions. It's possible. Might be a little blip in the video there. I had to take care of my pet who was disturbing the peace. We are going to talk to Haas to get his mission. I assume it's defeating the monsters around here. Okay. Is the rest to drop your weapon. Listen up, I've got a problem with demolition bears, but I think you're the solution. You ready to strike? And Fusion Pirates Pillage. Are you tough enough for Devil's Bluff, are you? Let me see what you got.
Good luck. Come back when you get
Talk to Gwen. Defeat 6 demolition bears and defeat 10 canyon stalkers, which are in the valley there. I thought those were demolition bears. Alright. Apparently they're both in the valley here. I said I was going to go to the city once I was level 21, but alas, there's really not a lot for me to do in the city. So we're going to defeat some demolition bears for the time being. Hopefully one of them give a good pair of pants so we can make a whole crock pot out of everything. Alright, take it easy there, buddy. If I had to guess, I was going to say that that huge mob of monsters is going to take me down.
Very well.
Oh, 149. Here's part of the Tech Saboteur set. This set has different colors that go all the way up to level 36. We have a Shattergun of 458, which is worse. And then this is going to be assorted stuff we don't need. 148 shoes. Nope. Fred Burger hat. Oh my gosh, it's another one of these. And this one is actually better than the one I have now. Very interesting. Alright, so decently good drops already. I want to be sure. Do you have stun? So I just do my best here. Seems like I might be able to do it here. I was able to do it. Come on. Deliver the shredded warhammer, Haas. And then I assume the canyon stalkers are going to be up here, right? Where is the starting jump pad for this? Do you have to
Dexter here.
go up, jump all the way up here? You do. Okay. Please come see me at Tech Square as soon as you are done. So it sounds like Dexter is going to have drop your weapon part 5 here. Behind me. And it's going to be enough height to go up here. Here's the Canyon Stalkers. Ugly beasts. I don't know what these things are supposed to be like. They're kind of mixed in with the bears here too, which is you typically don't see this too much of the mobs in this game. They're kind of not mixed up like this. They're kind of in designated areas.
Nigel Uno reporting. Don't worry, I've got you.
I love these little bee guns. I wonder if there's a science behind typically why the first hit does more damage. My theory has been disproved right there.
Let's go to work. This will help. Goodbye. Let's go to work.
Nothing for you,
Very well.
bear.
Let's go to work. Goodbye.
More Canyon Stalkers up here, a little bit.
Let's go to work. Goodbye.
Not too many though. Not too many around these parts.
Nigel Uno reporting. So long.
I want to get aggro from you. I think something in these cliff sides is some part of a mission. I don't know which one though. Okay, now up here is the barrier, so I wonder if these are still Canyon Stalkers right here. Canyon Creeper, so I gotta reset here. Down there, the bear is still. There's a path here, another path up the mountains. Oh, there's another player there. And can this take me across there? It cannot, which is unfortunate. Luckily, some of them have started to respawn over here, which is nice.
Nigel Uno reporting. Very well. Nigel
I see my
Uno
final
reporting.
3 here.
Goodbye. Let's go to work. Number 1.
I think I gotta clear the way of some bears at the very least too. Okay, I feel like those last 3 hits did not register at all for whatever reason. 147 clown shoes, those get mobbed. Gumball. Pistol, which is the same as the one I have now. So all that junk I can sell. And I know that bear's gonna rotate behind, I think. So get this quick. And then 8 bears. Oh, Haas.
Retreat!
More bears, huh? Alright. The next video, we're still doing some Wilds missions here. And I will see everyone then. Ta-ta for now.